Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to see 12th Standard English Unit 6 poem Incident of the French Camp, written by Robert Browning. This poem is about the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. This poem is written by Robert Browning, who is an English poet. Here, this poem is a monologue. Let us see, before going into the poem, let us see what about Napoleon. Napoleon was an officer of French army, and he became the head of army chief, and he became ultimately the emperor of France region. So this poem shows about the war incident at Ratisbon conducted by the French people under Napoleon. So this war happens against Ratisbon, which is a city in Austria. So the thoughts is expressed here through a soldier, how the feelings of Napoleon's to rise and to fight against and to conquer a large empire in the name of France. So Napoleon is a renowned personality of French Empire. So here Robert Browning is explaining it in a monologue form, how this Ratisbon war is won through Napoleon's one of the favorite army leader, Lannes. His name is called as Lannes. So here we will see the background that Napoleon was standing on a little hill and excitedly waiting. Let us go into the poem, children, or the author first. Let us see a few lines about the author, Robert Browning. He was born on 7th May 1812, and his period of living is up to 12th December 1889. He is an English poet and playwright. Playwright means a good drama writer. And he is a very good master in writing monologue dialogues. Monologue dialogue means, single person, a single character delivers a dialogue. So this Robert Browning is a very skilled person in writing dramatic monologue. And he is an outstanding foremost poet and playwright during the Victorian periods. And he was born in Camberwell, which is a suburb in London of United Kingdom. Almost this Robert Browning got his education from home, and he learned Greek and other French language, and he has improved his skills, and he is very much known for his poems which has irony characterization, dark humor. Dark humor means which has a meaning, a social issue is highlighted, and historical settings. He is very famous for giving us historical settings, and he has very good vocabulary. Vocabulary means word strength. So he introduces very strong words which makes the reader to get interested in knowing new words and reading his poems. He has his own style of flow of language, that is the syntax he follows, and he is a well-renowned poet. So let us see in this poem what is the glossary. In this glossary, let us see some of the vocabulary he used in this poem. Stormed means sudden, violent attack. Storm means generally we think it is a high rain and windy. It is not like that. Here it is a war, violent attack by the French army to the Austria. Ratisbon. Ratisbon is a city in Austria, and mound is a small hill or hillock we call it. Outthrust means extended forward. Fancy means imagination. Prone, incline forward. Oppressive means harsh and domineering thoughts. Mused means thought deeply. The Napoleon was thinking deeply. Lanes is a person, the general of Napoleon army. He was the Duke of Montbello. So here, Lanes is a person very much liked by our Napoleon, and he is the army general of Napoleon's battle. His battle is here fighting with the Ratisband Austria team, and they are fighting against Austria. And here see other words, bridle. Bridle means the headgear used to control a horse. It is shown in the picture. You can see it in the picture, students. Compressed means pressed together. Einen means soon. Flag-bird. Flag-bird, it's an imperial eagle on the French flag, which is shown in this slide, in the second picture. It is the imperial eagle which is used in the French flag of Napoleon. Perched. Perched means sat on, rested. Sheets means covers. Twixt. Twixt means it's Old English. So betwixt, we call it as betwixt, but poetically the poet is used. Twixt means between. Twixt means between. So we have seen the word's meaning. Let us go into the poem. This poem describes an act of chivalry. Chivalry means honest, polite. Gallantry. Gallantry means courageous. Patriotism means love towards your country, and sacrifice means you sacrifice your life and all your happiness and all your love towards your country. That is sacrifice. As a part, all the role is played by a young French soldier who has how he has patriotically performs his act in this incident of the French camp. So in this first stanza, let us see. I am reading this stanza. You know, we French stormed Ratisbon. A mile or so away, on a little mount, Napoleon stood on our storming day, with the neck out thrust. You fancy how? Legs wide, arms locked behind, as if to balance the prone brow, oppressive with its mind. Here, the gesture of Napoleon is described here. You know, the soldier is saying that they are fighting against the French, the Ratisbon, the Austrians, violently. They are fighting against the Austrians violently. That is stormed Ratisbon. Ratisbon, they are fighting the city in Austria. Against they are fighting. The Napoleon is standing just a mile from the battlefield. So he is standing on a little hillock, a small hillock. How he was standing? He was standing by widening his legs and his arms. His hands are folded, locked in the backside, and his eyes are lowering down because inclined down. His eyebrows are, that is prone brow means eyebrow. Prone means inclined down. So he is thinking about the winning, whether I am going to win or not. Like that, the Napoleon is thinking whether he is going to win or not. So he is so much tensed and excited how they are going to fight, and he's here storming day means it's an exciting day. The French people as a whole kingdom, they are fighting against Austria and they want to win their country, and he has a lot of plans. Napoleon wants to conquer the whole world. That is his thought. Let us see the summation of this. The French attacked Ratisbon violently. Napoleon was standing on a small hill on his horse. The weather was so stormy because the fight is going against Austria and the Austrian people are also fighting. So Napoleon was seated on the horse watching with interest, and his legs were wide and his arms were kept in a locked position. His eyes are looking down and he wants to dominate everyone and he wants to conquer the whole world. And so his thoughts are so much oppressive that he is thinking, concentrating how this war's result is going to be. That is what is explained in this first 8 lines, students. So just see it. The French means the Napoleon team are attacking and Napoleon is thinking how this war is going to be. Let us go into the second and third stanza. In the second stanza, let us see. I'm just reading. Just as perhaps he mused, my plans that so to earth may fall. Let once my army leader lanes waver at yonder wall. Out twixt the battery smokes there flew a rider, bound on bound, full galloping, nor bridle drew until he reached the mount. Then off there flung in smiling joy, and held himself erect by just his horse mane, a boy. You hardly could suspect, so tight he kept his lips compressed, scarce any blood came through. You looked twice ere you saw his breast was all but shot in two. So here he was thinking, who was thinking? Napoleon was thinking whether his plans is going to soar. That means whether he is going to rise or he is going to fall to the earth. Like that he is thinking. By that time he is thinking whether his army leader Lannes, who is fighting against Austria, whether he is going to win or not. Like that he is thinking confidently. Definitely his marshal will win for him, and the flag of French is going to stable there. So by that time he is thinking in between that war, battery smokes means the gun, the smoke of several guns when they are used in the war. That in that smoke, in between that smoke, a rider means a horse rider, a soldier. He is running like anything. He was running very fastly. Full galloping means at the fullest speed of the horse, the soldier is running, holding the bridle. The horse's the leather thing which hold the gear. He is holding the gear of the horse and running fast as a horse could, and till he reached Napoleon. That means the mount where Napoleon was standing. Then off there flung in smiling joy. The young soldier was coming very happily, and he held in front of the emperor straight, because he is a king, no, and he is a young soldier, by his horse's mane. Horse's mane means the hair of the horse near the neck. So he is holding the horse's hair near its neck for standing erect. You hardly could suspect. That means you have to watch very closely that this soldier is hurt. He had his blood compressed. That means pressed together. Because if you look him before you, if you carelessly look him, you will not see that he is hurt. If you look him very carefully, you will see that his chest, his heart is shot. That means shoot into two. So he is held erect in front of his emperor and in position. So let us see. Napoleon is thinking of his plans to capture the whole world and waiting for his commander Lannes to win it for him. And in between, in the middle of the battlefield, there is a fast rider, the young soldier. He came to Napoleon on the horse. He is a very young soldier. He stood erect and smiling. His lips are tight and hid the blood. He was hiding his blood that is coming out. And if you notice carefully, if the king notices carefully, one can see that he was shot in his breast twice. So this soldier was shot twice, but he came with joy to inform something to the king in a fast manner on his horse. It's just a summary of the first, second and third stanzas, students. You can just go through it and take notes of this stanza's meaning. Let us see the fourth and fifth stanzas. Fourth and fifth stanzas. So, well cried he, Emperor, by God's grace, we have got you Ratisband. The marshals in the marketplace, and you'll be there, Annan, to see your flag-bird flap his wings, where I, to heart's desire, purged him. The chief's eye flashed, his plans soared up like fire. The chief's eyes flashed, but presently softened itself as sheets have filmed the mother eagle's eye when her bruised eaglet breathes. You're wounded, nay, his soldier's pride touched to the quick, he said, I am killed, sir, and his chief beside, smiling, the boy fell dead. In this fourth stanza, well, cried he. That means the soldier, the young soldier, says happily, Emperor means the king, dear king, because of God's grace, we got you the Radisson. We are here to gift you the Radisson. That means the soldier says that they have won the battle against Austria and they have captured the city Ratisbon. And the marshal, the chief of the army, Lanes, is in the marketplace and he is requesting the emperor, please go there soon. And you can see the flag bird, that means the French flag, in which the eagle is flying. So you can see the flag is flying there in center of the city, the marketplace, where I, to heart's desire, purged him. That means the soldier is saying that he has flagged the French flag after winning, and he has come there to inform this to his king. The soldier says that he has rested, that is, he has put the flag of French in the center of the city in the name of winning the war. So, on hearing this news, Napoleon's eyes flashes, that is, he feels very happy, and his plans of conquering the world, conquering other area of the world is rising up like fire. So already his thought was going that he wants to capture a lot and he wants to expand his empire, all these things. And the soldier's news makes him feel very happy. In the last stanza, the chief's eye flashed. He was shining, but the chief's eyes was flashed, but presently softened itself. That means the Napoleon is seeing his soldier is getting wounded and seeing him as an eagle sees its eaglet. Eaglet means the young one of the eagle. Like that, the Emperor Napoleon is seeing this soldier with love. Affirm the mother eagle's eye when her bruised eaglet breathes. That means Napoleon knows that he cannot help and he is fatally wounded, and he asks his soldier that you are wounded. That means he was, are you wounded? Like that he is asking. And the soldier is saying with proud, immediately, with love and with sacrifice and with patriotic boldness, he is saying, no sir, I am killed. And he dies there itself for his country with smile. That is the main thing here. So see the summary here, students. He says they have won Ratisbon and the Napoleon can go there soon. The marshal is waiting in the market place. The flag will flap its wings, and they successfully completed what the emperor liked, that is to install the flag in the enemy's place. Even at this time, Chief Napoleon was making a future plan about his warfare and conquering other countries, and suddenly he softened. Looking at the boy, he changes his look like a mother eagle's eye and asked him, are you wounded? Understanding he cannot save his soldier, compares it to here the emperor is compared to a mother eagle watching to its eaglet which is suffering through wounds with sadness. But here the soldier is saying very proudly, answering that he was killed. And with a smile, this soldier is falling down at the nearby, beside Napoleon, with a smile face. This is the way this poem is described in a beautiful manner how a soldier sacrifices gallantly for his country as a patriotic. I have added this explanation notes for you to take notes, children. Hope this poem is interesting for you. I have made this in a simple manner for you to understand. Thank you for listening this wonderful poem. Thank you, children.